Lost at home, but you can't win games and have too many turnovers for touchdowns. I mean, that was the biggest part of the game. We fought back in the game, trying to get ourselves in a situation to try back and end the game on some positive notes, and didn't come out the way we wanted it to be. I thought the guys played really hard defensively. They played physical. Get off the field on third down, gave up a couple of big plays late in the game, which was key. Offensively, we just couldn't get started in our passing game. Running game was doing well and trying to create some plays, but throwing the ball today wasn't very good for us as a group. Too many interceptions, two of them for touchdowns, and then another one gave them field position for another opportunity to score. So really 21 points off of turnovers. Can't win games that way, but the one thing I will say about these guys, they kept playing hard. And really proud of these guys, really proud of the coaching staff for this last month of really going out and being professional as far as the coaching staff, being professional about being a part of a great organization. And that was the game. As far as injury-wise, Boshan, he had a minor sprain, but he came back in the game, and BP came back in the game. So really, there's no injury as far as the report.
Questions for Coach? Pass it back to Mark. Okay, I'm sorry.
Randy, what will you kind of take away from this past month with these players?
Yeah, you take away being part of a bunch of young guys, a bunch of great guys that they grow, and they grow a lot under adverse times. They never faltered, they never strayed away from what they were supposed to get done, and we're very proud of them. The coaches, the players, we're all proud of what we do, and just happy that those guys, believe and understood the reason why they came to Florida, and they did.
Mark?
Randy, you talked about those guys being professional, the coaches and the players. How difficult a task really was it now, looking back, in terms of keeping them motivated and playing for something?
Well, you know what? When you're a coach, when you're an athlete or player, you thrive on being the best that you can be at that point in time. And that's all these guys wanted to be. They wanted to be the best that they can be at that point in time. We always say people remember you by what you do last. And every day that they came out and practiced hard, they played in games hard, and they just wanted to remember about what they did last. And that's the only thing that you can build on.
For this than we are in terms of being around the players and whatnot. What does the next coach need to do to be able to get these guys back on track?
The next coach come in got to do it his way. There's no rhyme or reason, and that's the one thing. Every coach is different. He's got to do it his way, and he will, and this program will go forward.
Mark?
Randy, do you anticipate being part of this program moving forward? Have you been given any indication that they want you back?
You know what? The only thing that was been talked about, being honest with you, is me being an interim coach. And that's the only thing I worry about. I'm still the interim coach. We got a meeting tomorrow at 4. I got to make sure the guys academically is okay. And like I said, fellas, that's the only thing I worry about. I don't worry about a lot of different things. A lot of times, and I know it's your guys' job to find out the school. It's part of it. I'm not going to get upset at that, but that's just part of it. My job is just to be who I am right at this point in time.
Do you want to be here? Do you like it here?
Yeah, I like Florida. I like Gainesville. It's a great place, like any other place, but this is a unique, fun place to be a part of.
Robbie?
Randy, going into this game, you knew you couldn't lose the turnover battle like that.
Yeah. Anytime you play any type of game, you can't win turnover battles like that, and that's tough. We got some turnovers ourselves, but that was just too many for touchdowns. That was the biggest part of the turnover battle.
Randy, a tough year for Felipe overall. What do you hope he kind of takes away from it, and also what areas do you need to see improvement from him?
You know what? All we have to do is just sit back and when the off season comes and you study film, that's when you really realize what you need to work on. After you study film study on how we can get better and how you get better as a team. You can't really say much now because of the film study's not involved. But when the film study come up with what we need to get done, then it'll happen.
He makes some great throws, and then he makes some head-scratching decisions. Is that kind of what you're dealing with a young guy at that position?
Young guy doesn't do those type of things. Some days he may be hot, sometimes he may be cold. And it's just getting him back in the rhythm of doing things. And, first time ever playing, fellas. I mean, that's just tough. I mean, it's one of those situations.
Edgar?
What are a few things, we've asked you this a few times, but specifically that stick out that the next regime's going to inherit. For example, 2 freshman cornerbacks who've shown pretty well and played well.
I'll say this again, this is a talented team. It's a very talented team when you look at this young talent. And you have an opportunity to have this young talent in a football team, which the sky's the limit. You know, some things that you have to add on, like you add on some addition, which is depth. But you got a very talented skill set here as far as the defensive backs and running backs. You got young defensive linemen, the linebackers are coming back. You got, 2 tight ends, Deontay and Morrow are coming back. And you got your offensive line coming back. So it's a talented team, and whoever inherits this team going to be really, really excited about it.
You guys all set? Right here. Bob, last.
Coach, can you tell me all the responsibilities that the staff still has now since the season's over, no practice or anything like that, like recruiting and all that?
Making sure everybody's going to class, doing all the right things. That's our job. Our job is to make sure you guys doing all the right things on and off the field. Academics is really a big key, and that's our job. We're not going to slack off just because the season is over. When you're professional about it, you're going to be professional about your job, and you got to make sure you maintain and stay on top of those guys. Tomorrow, we bring everybody in for the injuries, and then we come back and we meet at 4 o'clock tomorrow and go over the academic plan for this upcoming week.
Mark? You have a question? In the back, I'm sorry, go ahead. Go, Chris. You just go ahead.
Randy, what's the direction moving forward, the tough task at hand for the staff as recruiters that you guys got to do?
Oh, we're still recruiting. We haven't stopped recruiting, fellas. I mean, we've been recruiting. We had a bunch of recruits here today that came in from South Georgia, from New Jersey, from Pittsburgh, from Miami. They all came from all over to watch this game, just to watch us play. And that showed you something about the brand. And we're going to keep recruiting. That's our job. I mean, here's the one thing, fellas, that's a lot of times that the unknown sometimes steer you the wrong way, but this staff they're professionals. They're going to do their job. And our job is to recruit for the University of Florida. Our job is to make sure our guys on this football team doing all the things on and off the field the right way. So those things will never stop with us because we're that type of guys on this staff. And we got to keep selling the University of Florida, selling the family, selling the academic part of it, and selling the brand. And selling it, we're in the top 10 in the country in public schools, fellas, academically. That should tell you a lot. So those things we sell and we talk about, and we're going to continue to do those things.
You guys all set?